Hello everyone, welcome back to another English online session. Today I am going to explain you the poem, the ball poem by John Berryman. The poet John Berryman, through his poem, the ball poem, has described the reality of life which everyone has to face one day. He has touched the topic of how to stand up against miseries and sorrow of life. Here, let me tell you something about the writer John Berryman. John Berryman was an American poet and scholar. He is best known for the Dream Songs 1969, which was a sequence of 385 poems. He won Pulitzer Prize for the Dream Songs. He also won National Book Award. So here he was just trying to make us understand that an important lesson everyone should learn in their life. Here he is giving some important hints by explaining a situation that how to deal with the loss in life. We lose things and we get sad, but it is not permanent, and we should move on, we should overcome all those sorrows. How to withstand when even we lose something in our life. So from the basic day-to-day life of a child, he was just saying this philosophical thought. Before start reading, just go through the given words and its meaning. Just write the meaning nearby the word on the page. Now I am going to explain from the line, what is the boy now? From that to, there it is in the water. Here the poet is talking about a boy who has lost his ball. He wants to know about him and his reaction because he has lost his ball. Further, he asks to himself that what this boy will do after losing his ball. The poet has seen the ball going away from the boy. Here, look at this. The situation is a boy, he was playing there and he lost the ball. The ball he was playing with, it was fallen from his hand and it was jumping and it is moving away from him. He was explained like merrily jumping. So the fallen ball, it's jumping and jumping. You know that rubber ball or such ball, it jumps on the floor. So it was just moving. Okay, it was fallen from his hand. He was not trying to catch it. It is moving away from him. And the poet was watching it and he was wondering what the reaction of the boy after losing the ball. He was not interfering there, he was just watching what the boy was going to do after this. He says that the ball was cheerfully jumping up and down in the street. This means that when the ball skipped from boy's hand, it went into the street and later on it fell into nearby river. So the boy couldn't take the ball. It was just moving away, jumping and jumping, moving away in the street. Finally, it falls on the river. But the boy couldn't take it. The boy lost the ball. He was just standing fixedly there. Now let me explain the balance line. No use to say. From there to, he senses first responsibility. The poet says that there is no benefit of consoling the boy by saying that he will get another ball because he has other balls too. He says so because the boy is feeling very sad. Here, look at that. The poet didn't try to console the boy that you have other balls, why you are worrying about that particular ball. Again, he was saying that the boy is very sad because that ball, it has a lot of memories. The boy has a lot of memories with the ball, you cannot replace that with a new ball. The lost one is it's lost. We cannot replace another thing with this. He is completely surrounded by sorrow. He is sad because all the memories of the childhood days went down the harbor with the ball. It is not only the material, the ball, but the associate memory. Till he had the ball, the memory he had with the ball, the time he had just used this ball to play. So, all those memories, it made him sorrow. Here the poet says that the boy is very sad as the ball which has now gone into the water reminds him of those sweet memories. So the boy was thinking that the ball has gone, so there is no more memories with the ball, everything lost, and he was thinking about the past sweet memories of the times when he owned it. This loss is unbearable for him and he is grief stricken. Grief means sorrow. The poet says that he can't even tell the boy to take some money from him to in order to buy another ball. So that sorrow is inconsolable. He has to learn, he has to stand with that, he has to overcome that himself. This is the first lesson, or a lesson he was learning. The things will not always with him, the whatever the things he had, it will not be with him all the time. He lose things, he has to move on. The poet couldn't say that or provide some money and ask him to buy a new ball because he could not buy the memories the boy had with the lost ball. He says so because the new ball will not bring the sense of belonging to the boy. Belonging here, ownership. He never felt like it is his own. The belongingness that was missing there. Further, the poet says that the time has come for the boy to learn the responsibility of taking care of his things. So, this is also the time to learn the responsibility to take care of his own things. He was trying to cope up with the sorrow that came because of the lost. Now let me explain you the line from his learning to how to stand up. Here the poet says that the boy has to learn that in this materialistic world many of his belongings will be lost. He personifies the ball as his belongings, be it the worldly things or the relationship he is in possession of. Like I said earlier, we all learn this difficult lesson in our life. So, here just only a ball, but it is very important to the boy. He lost it. Likewise, we all lose things on the course of life. We all lose things. So, we should be more responsible, and also if we lost something we should ready to move on. Here this ball is representing all the worldly pleasures or materials or belongings we have. So he says that he has to learn to live without them no matter what. He says no one can buy back such things for him. The poet said so because according to him money can't buy your everything. Here, another thing the poet wanted to tell you, that money can't buy everything. So you have to keep move on. You cannot always think about the thing you lost and worry about it. And here, the boy is learning this lesson by losing a ball. And also, the valuable lesson he was saying, you cannot buy everything using money, especially the memories. You can buy 1,000 balls, but you cannot buy the memories the boy had. If it does buy you some materialistic things, still it will not be able to buy the sense of belongingness. He says that the boy is learning how to stand up against the sense of lost things. This means that the boy is trying to learn the real truth of life, which states that you have to accept the miseries of life and stand up again. So, another thing we must understand here, the poet was allowing the boy to accept the miseries of life. Here, with a little example of losing ball, he was explaining it. And you have to just stand up again. Always don't expect another person to help you to go through it. Sometimes you alone has to go through it. This is the truth which everyone has to learn in his or her life. The harsh truth of standing up against old miseries of life that everyone has to bear. So, in our life, we all face difficult situations, miseries, we lose things. We should be more responsible and we should ready to cope with that. And also, we should ready to overcome these situations. This is the message the poet was trying to convey through this poem. Now let me explain you the poetic devices used in the poem. The first one is anaphora. Look at that. Use of repeated words in two or more lines. Here, in two or more lines, consecutive lines, if the same words were repeated to begin the line, we can confirm that the poetic device anaphora is used. In this particular poem, look at the line 1 and 2. The first line begins, "What is the boy?" The second line, "What is he to do?" So both lines start with the same words. If you check the second and third line also, you can find the same. Look at that, merely bouncing, merely over. So this can be said as anaphora. If you check the first line again, you can find another poetic device, the use of another poetic device here, that is assonance. Assonance is nothing but repeated use of vowels. Look at that, boy, now, who, lost, all these words. You can find the repeated use of vowel letters in the same line. And finally, alliteration. Alliteration is nothing but the use of consonant, letter, or sound in the consecutive words. Look at the words by, a ball, back. In these words, all the three words starts with the consonant letter B. So in the same line, consecutive words starts with the same consonant, sound, or letter. You can confirm that it is alliteration. Hope you understood the poem. Read it again for better understanding. See you soon with another lesson. Bye.